All right, we are live again. I need to wake myself up. Here's our game. I've added the rock giants in. I made them a little bit bigger. Or rock golems. I can do some extra editing on them, give them some, some sort of green moss covering them. Yeah, I already have some ideas for that. Let me also get my links posted in the Discord, because gotta let people know I am live. Publish, confirm, sick. Okay. So I can't do a regular cut around this. Let's go to the torso. We're going to go to... Oh. Let's just add a whole new thing, I guess. Either that or we need to do our materials within Blender. I'm not going to worry about it quite yet, because I'm not entirely sure how to do that. We'll figure it out. Come on. Go ahead and import. Okay. These guys are burrowing. They just kind of have a random chance to burrow or not. But we should probably make them move in a pack. Love how I can kind of just orbit. Where's this guy going? Oh, we have the caving system that we need. So let's go here and let's grab some of these. Whoops. What is going on there? Why do we have multiple vertexes? Okay. What is with all these duplicated? Do we have any free floating? No. Okay. Torso. Let's go back here. Okay, let's go to our animation and let's see what our cave looks like. Let's look at walk. Okay, now let's go to cave. And it's showing walk. Uncave. Awesome. Love it. Dope sheet. Timeline? Nope. This needs to be dope sheet. This needs to be action editor. What's going on, Blender? New Jank, what's up? How's it going, man? Good to see you. Why did all my animations turn into just the walking one? Or why does it not show any of the others? Okay, we go back to here. Nope, we go to here. Nope, we go to here. This is edit mode. Where is our pose mode and all that? Going pretty good working on this launcher. It's coming along nice. Okay, let's see if everything broke and if all of my animations need to be redone real quick because clearly Blender just does not want to show me the other animations I made. Okay, he's walking. Will he stop and idle? Okay, he does. Dude, the planet physics are great now. They work just as intended. Now we got these guys. I've got them navigating around on the planet. I didn't know you could just generate meshes or navigation meshes. Which is really nice, being able to just like pop out a navigation mesh. It's looking good, dude. Thanks. Appreciate it. I got to make these guys a little bit more visually interesting. They have, so this is what I don't understand. Okay, let's go to object mode, I guess. Why is everything just a walk animation? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and quit out of Blender. Sure, save. Check it. Here, let me see. Ooh, dude. Oh, this is dope. I love that, the color like this. This little like slash through it. The color choice is great. Man, that's dope. Yeah, that's sick, dude. Mono made the logo. That's awesome. Super cool. Looks better in motion. Yeah. Okay, let me open up Blender and see if it knows what my animations are anymore. Okay, it does not. Pose mode. Maybe then. Okay, that's walk. There we go. I have to be in pose mode, and to get into pose mode, I have to select the armature. Okay. Okay, so that's uncave. Here we have cave. Here we go down. Okay, so let's bring it all the way down. Honestly, I think what I'm going to do is just make the arms wider. So if I go back to modeling, go to upper arm. Okay. All right, object. Then maybe I can go into edit mode. Why? animation. I'm going to go there just so then I think. Okay. Let's do this. GY. Now we got some thick arms. Let's also grab these and just extrude them. And then go here, scale them down a bit. Okay, let's go here. Nice. Sucks that you can't share a Discord video. Yeah. Well, is it on your Discord? Now if I go to animation. First of all, wrong animation. There we go. Okay, that's not bad for a cave. Okay, we'll do this for now. Okay, let's add caving in. Yeah, but I just wish I wish links to video messages works, yeah. Yeah, it's weird that it doesn't. Okay, let's go to our rock golem. We've got anim.keys, play idle. Transition to caving. Transition to cave idle. Transition to uncaving. Caving, caved, uncaving, moving, idle. Wait, transition to caved. Okay. Current state equals state dot caving. Bro. What is this lag? There we go. What is happening? Goodness sakes. Caved. State uncaving. State.moving, state.idle. What do we have? State.moving, idle, caving, caved, uncaving. Okay. Transition to idle. We're going to do the same thing that we're doing in the grass bro for now. What does anim.play idle do? Well, I guess footstep sound we just play. We don't need to do footsteps stop there, I don't think. Because it only happens in the... Okay, so now transition to caving. It's going to do anim.play cave. Oh, we need a cave idle. Actually, we don't. You can just sit there. Anim.play uncave. Well. Now, how do we do this in the grass bro? When we go to transition to burrowing, we do this, and then burrow idle, then we start this. Okay. Okay. State.moving, we'll do transition to idle. Otherwise, if it's idle, we'll do get nav target and then transition to moving. Let's just grab this. And then uncaving plays that. So, okay. This times out. If we're caved, we'll uncave. Uncaving does this. We play uncave. And then here we probably need to do our anim keys. Uncave. Set this to be the same length as cave, which is 5. Okay. Say 5. Here at the end, we're going to do a call method track on the rock golem. Okay, right here we do transition to idle. This way we transition to idle here, and then we transition to moving after uncaving, because we don't want to insert. So transition to moving. Let's do transition to moving. Okay, let's see what breaks. Break-driven development here. Error-driven development. None of these guys is huge. Oh, he caved. Will he get back up? Doesn't look like it. Okay. So we play the cave. Oh, we need to transition to caved. Which maybe we do just need a caved idle. Copy. Let's do a new action. Caved idle. For now, we'll just do that. Okay. Anim dot play. Caved idle. Then we do this. So transition to caving should do anim keys dot play. Cave. Then here we go to cave. Give it 5 seconds. Throw in a call method track. Transition to caved, right? Yes. Let's give it a shot, see what happens. Might need to make these guys a little bit lighter gray, so they're a little bit hard to see. Come on, do some caving. Now we need some sound effects with that, and we need to make the animation better. So what we do is we go cave from here down to there, but really what we want to do is 3. Let's grab both of these. Okay. Okay, we don't want them to go that fast. Let's say we're right here. Copy this, throw that over there. Hmm. Stop. Okay. Okay. He's getting in there. Gee whiz, what is up? How you doing, man? Good Galaxy, yes. Okay, we got that. Let's grab all of this. Copy. Let's go to Uncave. This Uncave is really boring. We could make Uncave its own thing. Not just reverse it. Okay, what? Okay, here, but then right there. Rotate this back. Grab these, rotate them forward a little bit. Maybe this kind of gives us what we need. This is a little bit speedy. Here and then. This kind of needs to happen as he comes up. I think he's also just rotating too far forward. Boom, to there. Okay. Let's go here. Sounds good. We're going to jump back into here. We're going to change our materials so we can see this guy a little better. The other thing I could do is I could add the moss onto this creature separately. Make a bunch of my own meshes and attach them to his bones. Something like that. Okay, these guys are a little bit lighter color now, easier to see. Okay, how does it look when he caves? I also need to add a sound effect to that. Just a big groaning, creaking sound. Come on. All right, this is what I'm going to do. Right now we just have this random chance. Let's give him 1 out of 2 chance. Make sure that caving works. Nope. There we go. He forms kind of a nice little cave. Does he ever get back up? Yeah. Alright. Animation's not perfect, but it's not bad. They look like they're just tired from walking all the time. Oh. Okay, what happens? So uncave, transition to uncave. What does that do? Uncaving, anim.play, anim, okay, anim keys. Play. Uncave. What does uncave do in anim keys currently? Uncave does transition to moving. Okay, we just never called it. Grass Bros, yep. Miss those little guys. Now they have a place. Now they have a home world. Place where they belong. And I can actually finally make them move in packs and stuff. And have their own burrowing system. Right now they just kind of burrow randomly. Okay, let's see if this guy gets back up. Yep. Oh, and he's instantly caving again. That should not happen. Get up. Please start moving. Anim.play uncave. Oh, uncave. And he's caving again. Okay. Uncave. What does uncave do? Transition to moving. What does transition to moving do? It says state.moving. Okay. We probably have some timers that are going off. So transition to idle goes there. Transition to caving does this. Transition to cave does this. We start this. When this runs out, if we are caved, we need to transition to uncaving. Transition to uncaving does that. Why does this not? Okay. Let's also do anim keys dot play. Oh, we need one. Caved idle. What are we doing wrong here? Nav, timer, timeout. If we're moving, we transition to idle. If we're idle, we get a nav target and we transition to moving. If we're caved, transition to uncaving. Uncaving goes here. We play uncave. Then we transition to moving, which plays walk and walk. What? What's happening? Do I have more coffee? All right. Okay, he seems to be... Oh, wait a second. He's walking. What's happening? Is he actually working? Okay, he just caved. We can now go into the warmth. I think he just hangs out there for a little bit because of the animation, maybe. I think that's it. Yeah. So I think we're good. Caving down straight into this dude. Okay, we need to add even more coziness factor. First, let's jump through the portal. Okay, here we are. Oh man, there's a lot of lag when these guys start shooting. I think we need to remove one of the tanks. Let's go to mech level and remove one of the tanks. Also, these tanks, I think they're doing a load instead of a preload, which we can probably preload their bullets. I removed it and made it a load instead, but I think loading it on every one. I mean, we're doing that with the. Let's see if it changes anything. Okay, we go in here. There's a little bit of glitchiness still, but Aries, what's up? Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good to see you, brother. Okay. Enough messing around on this planet. I think I need to really just focus on making the hub planet dope. One of the things I want to do is make a little fire that you can sit around. Oh, dude, and these guys should go sit by the fire, too. That's what we want. Campfire. Okay, campfire is going to have some particles. Oh, you have a tractors, huh? Now we just have to look up how to do a nice fire in Campfire in Godot.
Hey, what is up guys, I'm Linux here and welcome back to a brand new Godot tutorial here on the channel. So as you...
Good to see you too. I just woke up here. It's like 6:30 a.m. Okay. Dang, okay, yeah. Need to get you some wall art. That's true. I'm in my new apartment in Finland, so it's very sparse right now. The answer is Godot shaders. Honestly, probably. One second, let me grab some, let me check out Godot shaders. Oh, come on. Goodness sakes. Let me just type. Let me see what this guy has to say first.
As you can all see, I am going to be teaching...
It's a great resource. I used it for God Rays the other day. Yeah, I'm actually using some... So, like, my outline shader, if I jump in, my outline shader is from Godot shaders as well. Godot shaders is great. So I have it kind of toned down here. There's not a ton of outline. But there's a post-processing outline effect that has been really good for me on Godot shaders. There's another one that is really cool, but it doesn't quite work, which I still have attached to the player. This one right here. Let me press play again. Nope, it just doesn't work. Oh, no. It has I only enabled the outline for it. So now there's two outlines being applied. As you can see, the outline is a lot more prominent. But it also has things like, which one was this called? It has all of these effects. Like you can turn on color effects and stuff like dithering. But it just doesn't quite work because then I'd have to figure out my whole art style and allow for the color palette that I've got. It's a cool look, but obviously, like with my current materials and stuff, everything just looks blue. And when I go into here, then everything just looks all one color. So... Fire, you got to have something like animated particle, particularly orange, but with white in the middle, and you can have them in the add mode instead of mix, so it gets white in the middle. True. Yeah, that's kind of like my player character is kind of like that. I think they're on add. Let me see. Oh, they're on multiply. Interesting. But that kind of gives me a nice look when there's things behind it. Like the particles change color quite a bit, which I do like. But for this, add is probably best. Let's do process material, new particle process material, draw passes. What if I do sphere mesh? And now that radial is, or tangential is way too much. Okay. Standard material. We're just kind of eyeballing it, seeing if we can come up with something. Ooh. Okay. Hmm. This is already looking decent. I think. Does that do anything? Okay, that's nice, but I would like them to start out big and then maybe become small. Honestly, that right there isn't even that bad. I don't know what color curves does. That didn't seem to do anything, but hue variation. I don't even know if that's doing anything. Yeah, I like this ad effect though. TwitchBot 4000, or actually, who was it? No, Aries. Sorry. Both of you have red names in my chat display, so I might mix you two up. Color curves and hue variation will change the color of the particle, but I don't think it will work with meshes. Okay. Yeah, it didn't seem to be having an effect. But honestly, I mean, this already looks kind of fine. I'm pretty down with this. Let's go ahead and add a... Or first, we need to make sure this thing ain't casting shadows off. Then we add an Omni light. Toss it in the world real quick. Ooh. Okay, we need something to deal with that. Campfire. We can't just put gravity on it. There we go. Okay, now hopefully that is local. Let's do a 3. Let's do 1. Less of a spread. All right. I could do a ready function that aligns it. Cammy, what's up? Particle colors work by making use of vertex colors, so in order to use that, you have to make sure the mesh shader material is showing the vertex colors. In standard materials, there's an option for vertex colors as albedo, for instance. Okay, I've always wondered what that option was for. Oh, also, thank you for the followers. Let me pull these up real quick again. Okay, I'll just have this align. This is already looking pretty nice. I'll have this align to the center of the planet on ready. And then we can add some logs. We can maybe add a little bit of smoke. And then we can have these guys walk up to the fire. But I already kind of like this quite a bit. We don't want to align it all the time. I guess we can do if global dot main is hub world. Look at up will be Y. Planet. How are we doing this? Global.main.global position. So we're just doing that because the planet is aligned. Okay. Main.global position. Up vector. Whoops. Up vector. Does that work? Or am I thinking wrong? Okay, I have an ad starting soon, and I got to run to the bathroom anyway, so I'm going to start this ad, and I will be back. All right, I'm finally back. Goodness sakes. Let me get my music back on. All right. Eduardo and Nerizvan, thank you for being here. Looks great. How did I make those nebulas? Unfortunately, I don't know how to make those nebulas. And I did not make them. I just found this online, and it's incredible, the Skybox. I found it like 2 years ago, and I've had it on my computer since, so I don't even know where I got it from. But if I can find it again and find, like, because I've used it as just a placeholder, but I assume I can buy it or something. Or I don't even remember if it was free or if it wasn't. But it would be cool to either buy it or buy something similar. Just look for something. Because I don't really know, I have no idea how to make these skyboxes. But yeah, it is absolutely incredible looking. What was I going to do? I was going to go to Hub. Go to Campfire here. Okay, rotation has changed. Let's see if it aligns correctly. No. I'm going to do something really dumb. Actually, you know what? Let's just do this. I'm going to add a timer. One shot, auto start, wait time, point, whoops, 0.5 seconds. Let's try that. Let's see if it just works. Skybox, a panorama or a cubic style? I think it's panorama. Okay, this does work, but then it flattens all of these spheres. Use Spacescape, but it's not nearly close to that coolness. Thanks for replying. Okay, yeah. I know there's other ones that you could find. Why does this squash it like that? Like, it definitely aligns it, but why does squashing the basis... That probably doesn't work, right? Scale and shear. Basis dot looking at. Negative grav. Dear. We try this. You're only changing the basis.y. What if you change the whole basis with that basis you had? I could do something like that. Okay, this is... Okay, that's looking at it, I think. But I think we need to change this to like... Does that work? No. So let me think. Change the whole basis with that basis I had. Because I did have a... This is up direction equals negative grav dear. Then what am I doing? I'm lerping global basis to new basis. So I think I can do this. Global basis equals new basis. Do I need this still? Yes. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Good call, Aries. Okay, let's see. Still works over here. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's give ourselves a little bit more upward direction. Okay, not bad. By the way, if you're looking for the atmosphere, That's a plugin. If anyone wants to make their own little planets, there's a plugin called made by Xyland or Xyland that I'm using that does the atmosphere for you. I kind of hacked it together, deleted some stuff, and just threw just the atmosphere on. But there's a lot that comes with the test demo. Hey, New Jank. How you doing? Okay, so at night, not bad. I'll just put it up a little higher and put it in a better spot. Put that light up a little bit more. Unfortunately, I do need to bounce out pretty soon. I'm gonna get some sleep, dude. Have a great rest of your stream. Thank you, brother. Progress is looking good. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Eduardo, I'm gonna have to look at that spacescape. You said not nearly close to that coolness, but it could still be pretty solid, seems like. But yeah, good to see you, New Jank. Have a good sleep. And I'll see you next time. I'm gonna do a general here, delete, shift, add. We're gonna do a cylinder with yeah, 8. Yeah, let's do 8. You know what, let's just we're just going to open our log, do a quick save as. Is this going to be part of a bigger project or a standalone thing? Bigger project, for sure. This is your hub world. Dog. I can't say that name, but I'm going to call you Dog. You wanting to make some ecosystem on the planet? Sort of, yeah. I make games too, but your work looks more better. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. I'm sure yours look great as well. Eduardo says you can set that up in 5 minutes and maybe it fits better with the low poly look. Yeah. Okay, I'll have to take a look into it. Let me take a note real quick. And that was called Spacescape. Because it might. Can you add some sea and lake? I think I'm gonna do that. Like a little pond or something. If you want to be the planet to be destructible, voxel tool is great also. I should look at that for another game. that I'm working on. But this one, it won't be. Because this game is going to have very little gameplay itself. It's mostly going to be it's basically mostly a sort of a puzzle game, but then I don't know. Let's do transform. Oh, whoops. Let's go here. Transform needs to be. There we go. But I'll show you the bigger plan for the game. Honestly, that kind of works right there. Because basically what you end up doing, Cammy, is you just are an observer of different worlds. And this is your home world, a tiny planet. Okay, we got a little campfire. That's kind of fine. There's no outlines on it because we need to adjust our materials. Okay, let's grab this campfire and let's move it to a better spot. Okay, I'll move it here and then we can take a look at it. Dogan. Oh, okay. Dohan means birth. Can means life in Turkish. I have some students too, but I rarely use GameMaker, or usually use GameMaker 0.8. I try 3D isometric game in 2D system. Interesting. Okay. I haven't used GameMaker in a long time, but I used to way back. But it's pretty solid from what I remember. Okay, we got a little campfire. We can do some smoke to it as well if we want. It's daytime right now, which is kind of making it not look as cool. But I think 3D for me is just a lot easier than 2D. 2D is really hard. There's just a lot that you have to do in 2D that you don't have to in 3D. So I've been doing 3D for a while. But this does look good. And then what we can do is we can have little spots where creatures will stop at the campfire, especially like these rock golem dudes. He's all caved up right now. Look at him. We need to add some sound effects for when he gets up. Oh, he's caving up again. Why? Why is that? He is not supposed to cave. For smoke, you can make the same particles as a fire, but with more spread, using subtract instead of add with a grayish color. True, yeah. weird why I caved twice. For smoke, or wait, whoops. Is it more easy to make AI for NPCs in Godot 4? I don't know if it's easier. AI is just kind of tough to deal with. A lot of state stuff you have to deal with, which I need to come up with like a good system for these guys. Right now it's kind of thrown together. Plus they need to have their like true routines. Right now it's just kind of randomized. Let's hop into the portal. So, what I was saying, Cammy, this is going to have a lot of other worlds that you can go visit. That's kind of the main point, that the little planet is just your home world where you go visit these other worlds. You jump into portals and go visit and watch stories happen. So, like, this one is currently just a big battle. It will have a story that is associated with it. But yeah. So far I haven't made any of the other levels or started them, but I'm going to try to make just like 3 levels or 3 worlds at least, to the point where I can get, 3 seconds, a 3-second clip from each one of them that looks really good to put in a game trailer or something while I build out this one, because this is the main one, the first one, I guess, that I want to finish. Really cool idea. Thank you. Yeah, it's every world is going to be completely different, with a whole new story and setting and everything. So, in each one, you'll mostly just follow the story. There'll be some little puzzle elements, but not much gameplay. It's more just visuals, a kind of a visual experience. Like watching these guys fall apart. But the performance on this map is not great right now because we got a lot going on. However, I do need to bounce. Thanks for your information. As I got a new, I learned new things because of your work. I must go now. Hey, take it easy. What did you say? It was Dohan. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for being here. Hope you have a good one. Same with you, Eduardo. And G-Wiz, thank you for stopping by as well in the YouTube chat. Over on Twitch, we got Cammy and Aries. Thank you guys for being here. New Jank, of course, as always. TwitchBot 4000. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. I'm going to take off for the night, or for the day, because I got stuff I got to do. But, shorter stream, but we made some progress. We got the caving added, which is good, where the guys will now actually turn themselves into a cave. I need to make it more of like obvious that they're turning themselves into a cave and not just resting for a bit. Because right now, how does it look? Yeah, he just kind of sits down. But what we need is like for him to kind of shuffle into place sink down a bit, and then maybe some bats fly in or something like that. But yeah, we'll figure it out. In the meantime, I just kind of love flying around my planet. Dohan, thank you for the sub on YouTube. Oh, and Mr. Sweetie Pie, thank you for the sub as well. Appreciate it. Anyway, now I gotta actually go. Thank you, man. Good to have found you. Hey, thank you for being here, brother. Appreciate it. I'll be back on hopefully again tomorrow. I'm trying to stream as many days a week as I can. So, but yeah, peace out.